Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Welcome to your weekend wisdom. This is a very specific message for a divine masculine. I don't know who you are. Maybe I do, but the energy is coming through for a divine masculine collective. So, if you are tuning into this at the time of this reading, and if it resonates with you, then perhaps this is your message. But don't force anything if it's not. If you're new to my channel, welcome, beloved. My name is Princess Leah. I am an intuitive artist and channel and healer with the intention and mission to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. So, if that is something that you like the sound of and would like to be a part of our Vibe Tribe, definitely subscribe and hit that like button on your way in or out if you haven't done so already. Always appreciate your support here. But I do want to get into this. I'm curious. I've been wanting to see what the weekend's wisdom is looking like all day, and I've been really downloading, getting a lot of downloads over the last couple hours. I've been trying to get on here, but I've been journaling, recording some audio thoughts, downloads, and right before, a couple hours ago, what really kind of did it was this. I was doing my 5 minutes of happiness, 5 minutes of stretching, my 5 minutes of happiness exercise practice. And I chose to stretch, and I was stretching, and as I was stretching, my arm lifts up and it knocks the hanging decoration that I have, which is this champagne flute of a fleur de lis with the pride flag in it. And it fell. And broke, obviously. And some of the flute arms broke into the heart chakra sound bowl with the flowers that were inside. I had to keep it this way to show you because I honestly feel like there's a message in it and it's coming through. Because I picked this this thought about glass breaking is an indication that a curse is breaking. So, this is actually the second of two fleur de lis champagne flutes that I have that have broken. So this is the final fleur de lis flute. And I think that is actually a really cute title, maybe for a song or something. But the final fleur de lis flute, and actually what I wrote in my journal was the final, I have to go, let me grab it real fast. Okay, I'm back. The final curse has broken. Let me read it. What does it say? The curse of the final fleur de lis falls. Wow. I feel like that is a really, really specific message for this divine masculine collective that is coming through. Especially with my missions work to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love is so beautiful because we all carry the feminine masculine energies within us as a balance, the yin yang of our manifestation abilities. And so when we see this message, whether you identify as a divine masculine, divine feminine, it's not about gender, it's not about, your sexual preference, it's not about your body, organs. This is about your energy. We do lean and drive heavier in one at a time, but it can switch. But for the most part, if we do mainly identify with one, the most common would be to match male with masculine and female with feminine. So when I do my readings for the masculine and feminine during my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays or anything like that, the tarot decks that I use are separate. And when I do refer to the divine masculine, I usually use the he, him pronouns, and for the divine feminine, I will use she, her pronouns for the sake of ease. But I want, for some reason, Spirit's calling me to explain that for some reason. Someone here listening might benefit from that explanation. But it's important to see the masculine and feminine in yourself, the feminine of within yourself as the creator, the parts of you that are your emotions, your sensualities, all your senses. Okay, your creativity, your ideas, your dream space, all of that non-physical, spiritual essence. All of that emotional, passion, sensual fire, that stems from the feminine. That is that life force energy. That is the closest connection to that source of divine. And then the masculine is what brings all that energy into the physical. So that's why it's important that we have the balance of it all, of both within us, so we can have an idea and bring it into fruition. So we can manifest our desires. So we can birth the ideas that we conceive. You see what I'm saying? That is using the balance of your feminine idea, creation, right? Thought, emotion, and the masculine, fruition, production. So it's important that we don't feel too over heavy about it. We can't lean too heavily to one side all the time. We need that balance. So maybe there is a divine masculine collective or divine masculine that's listening that is hearing that and is needing to hear that right now. To hear that sometimes you need to balance out your feminine and masculine energy. Sometimes you do need to allow yourself to feel and tune in to your emotions and listen to your emotional body. Sometimes you do need to honor your creative, passionate fires and desires. I say sometimes, but like all the time. But I'm saying this to a specific masculine, and this is a channeled message from Spirit, just so you know, whoever I'm talking to. Spirit wants you to know, divine masculine, that it's okay to carry and hold space and feel and tap into both. It's okay to feel. It's okay to have that inner feminine, inner masculine. It's okay to cry. It's okay to desire. It's okay to feel pleasure. It's okay. And sometimes in this world, and I think that's why I was assigned this mission for the divine masculine and the sacred feminine, is because for the heart of that divine masculine here is for us all to rebalance. The heart is the balance. As above, so below, the feminine and masculine as they meet and merge into one. If you could see it in this broken glass of the final curse in I'm hearing this as a curse of love, the final curse in love, and the brokenness and the distortion around the divine masculine heart wounds in love. The final fleur de lis has fallen. The fleur de lis is actually quite significant for me because for some reason, it's not quite significant, but it for some reason is a very significant symbol that I'm unraveling more of its meaning. But the fleur de lis, I was first introduced to the symbol in college with my roommate who saw this symbol and she wanted to Google it. And we found out that it was about it's a symbol in regarding royalty. And I think it's quite perfect given that my name is Princess Leah. And having that correlation in this space of this download coming through for the divine masculine of the final fleur de lis falling, the final curse. The curse of the final fleur de lis falling. And I'm looking back at the notes of how I said it, but it doesn't matter how I say it. What matters is that what's happened is shifting, is a shift. A huge paradigm shift has happened for the divine masculine and is going to happen over this weekend, is what I'm picking up as this download for all of this coming through. This might resonate for you, it may not. But what shift is it that is coming up? It's the shift of releasing the self-judgment around your inner feminine and needing to balance that with your masculine. Needing to rest, needing to receive, needing to nurture, needing to purge, needing to be still. Look, we have the star as the very first card that came out. Spirit says you can talk about this, but we want to do a sound bowl. Maybe I'll close out with a sound bowl download if there is any. Maybe I could have done that over the last 30 minutes I was chatting. But maybe not. Maybe that's what Spirit is saying is not needed. But what I am hearing is that the star is of balance. The star is about your desires, your deep wish fulfillments, your heart, soul desires, your purpose, your mission, what makes you wake up and move. What motivates you? Here comes Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, everyone. That's someone's grandma coming to say hello. Maybe you have, again, going back to that feminine energy. Maybe there is that feminine energy, someone's feminine energy coming around for this specific divine masculine collective that I'm tuning into that is helping him balance, helping them balance him. You know, again, I say he, his. I hope that's okay, but take it as resonates. Just for the sake of ease in this moment. But this masculine is realizing that they're, and Six of Cups coming out with the Five of Swords together. There is a very, very protected sacred wish that this divine masculine is manifesting and deeply, 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 deeply diving into, but manifesting with this King of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Hermit energy, another Earth sign, Virgo energy, Star card, Aquarius energy. Deeply diving, there's a deep dive of a wish that wants to, is being manifested, that got hard corrected by spirit and by the spirit of this divine masculine that I'm tuning into, is being manifested into the physical, the pentacles of the physical realm. This deep dive, yearning, discovery of this wish, of this balance that is happening, this union of the feminine and masculine, and this can be from lifetimes ago, a curse breaking. You could have, this divine masculine has a connection with a life from of a past life connection about this wish. That's why it's so deeply hidden and felt, and is being so deeply discovered. Six of Cups can also indicate siblings. This can also indicate childhood love, past life love. But whatever this is for this divine masculine, you have the Five of Swords, Isis, protecting over the battles that this wish has endured and or will endure. Because this kind of wish requires boundaries. This kind of wish desires or requires, this kind of wish desires and requires authenticity, integrity, honesty, vulnerability, transparency, trust, spiritual maturity, unwavering faith is what I'm hearing as well. Because it's gonna take you to the dark nights of your soul, if it hasn't already. Number 9, Virgo. Number 17, Aquarius. Your birthday could be 9/17 or somewhere around then. Picking up on very heavy Virgo energy with the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Hermit. You might have Aquarius and Virgo in your chart. Beautiful. So, 8 of Wands, Page of Swords, 4 of Swords. And let me just tell you how these cards even showed themselves. This is a specific message for a specific divine masculine that I'm picking up on, because I was trying to just pull the cards out to set up. And when I grabbed this deck, the Star Child Akashic Tarot, this handful from the Astro Matrix Tarot came out. And then these two were stuck together in this pile, which means they're supposed to be here. Somebody wants to say something. So let them speak. Let spirit speak. Let someone's spirit speak. This is someone's higher self, their high divine masculine self is working on this weekend of releasing judgment. The divine masculine collective, I'm hearing as well, is transitioning from distorted, ooh, that feels good, of excitement that surged through, of distortion. They're transitioning out of distortion this weekend. Ooh, beautiful. And into divine, into their divinity, their divinity. With the 8 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the action that's being taken this weekend. We also have the 111 portal this weekend, which is exciting, which also means the North and South nodes have officially been in Pisces and Virgo. More Virgo energy. Maybe that's why we're here with this energy. They've been in this position, in this transition for, maybe that's why I kept saying transition, for a year, as of 1/11 last year, January 11th. The 8 of Wands is making haste action. It's taking inspired action is what I'm hearing. With the blue birds, with your throat chakra speaking, with the Page of Swords speaking what you wish to say. I'm hearing John Mayer, say what you need to say. And if you don't know what to say, reflect. Take this weekend to take the action to reflect on what action you want to take. So I'm just going to flip this over and see what's on here. Loving compassion, beautiful. Loving compassion. Let's just see if there's any Lemurian messages for the divine masculine. Maybe a message from Lemuria that wants to be spoken. Ooh, I love this masculine. Tap into that life force energy. Tap into the life force energy within you. That's what's happening. Look, number 34. I can't make this up. You may have had a birthday on or around September 17th and turned 34. This is very specific for someone. And when that happened, I'm hearing even maybe go back and look at what was happening in your life on September 17th. If you have journals, go back and read, because something happened around that ignited your life force energy within you. You know where the life force energy is located in our physical human bodies? Our sacral chakra. And you want to know what the sacral chakra holds? The feminine energy of pleasure, emotions, manifestation, conception, the conception of the manifestation, right? Because the womb conceives the child. So masculine, you may or may not have a womb, and you may or may not have conceived a child, but you still have the life force energy within you, within your sacral chakra. That sacral chakra is located underneath your belly button, right in that pelvic area, or your lower back. I'm going to do something about chakras this coming up year. It's time. I did one last year around February, so maybe I'll do it again. So stay tuned, because I've been getting a lot of chakras coming out. And chakras coming up, because we are clearing the distortion, the distorted densities of our feminine and masculine, because we're healing, because we're tapping back into the life force energy. And I love the Four of Swords here at the bottom of the deck to match this Four of Swords as just confirmation for Spirit to tell you, Divine Masculine, that take this time to reflect this weekend. Because what you don't see is that the reflection is going to give you clarity. The reflection is going to give you time to let the dust settle after the battle happens, after all of the energy that has been kicked up and stirred up over this time, maybe since September 17th. Maybe between the ages 16 to 34, a Divine Masculine may have had some, discoveries around their childhood, or there are some wishes, desires that have been deeply embedded since childhood, or that are coming up as past life missions, soul purposes. I mean, this is like, he is like camping in the mountains by himself. That's an adventure. She is in the depths of the waters, pouring back to balance, pour back into herself, and receive from source above. Pour back into earth, receive from source above. Pour back into earth, receive. Do you see what that is? You see that balance, that yin yang, that flow, the dance. What you don't see that is taking place this weekend, Divine Masculine Collective, is that all this rest, the reflection that you've been doing, and the reflection that you are doing this weekend is helping you with finding clarity from any fog, anything that might be, I'm hearing, unsettled, or maybe even unsettling within you, from the battles, from the boundaries that have to be set, from the things, toxic patterns that have to be cut, the cycles that have to end in order for this awakening. Sorry, hit the camera. From this awakening and the strength that is coming, this strength that is awakening within you. The Chariot card, the year of the horse, begins on the new moon in Aquarius, which is February something. I don't know when the new moon in Aquarius is. I'll let you know when I do. The Chariot is, or it's moving into, the Chinese New Year is moving into the horse. And this Chariot, I love this one with the unicorn, because you are awakening divine masculine to the strength of your uniqueness, from the strength of your life force energy. You're awakening the strength within you of your life force energy because of the preparation. All this has been preparing you for this moment, for this wish. Fulfillment is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. Well, that is what I'm hearing, the conclusion of this message. And I hope that this message gave you some more clarity or hope or guidance or some sort of inspiration or positive vibes. Divine Masculine, whoever is listening, if it did, good. Keep on reflecting, journal what you got to journal. Lots of energy this weekend is coming through. Lots of new energy is feeling. The new moon in Capricorn is happening on the 18th, and that is really when the new year begins, in my opinion, of in the lunar cycle on this calendar year. And so take this time, Divine Masculine, to reflect what you want to achieve and manifest this year. What do you want for 2026? What do you want this new cycle, year one, new beginnings, to look like? Because that deep desire is coming and is here. That is the correction Spirit is saying on my heart. The final curse of the wounded heart of the Divine Masculine has fallen, has broken today, this weekend. And so now you get to tap into that full life force energy that is your birthright, that is your mission, your calling, your contract to this human experience. It's time to bring this wish into fulfillment. That is so beautiful. This is the divine feminine and masculine right here, merging the wish, fulfillment. I love that. Beautiful. Love it. Energies, snaps, tinks, claps, all the things. Likes, hit that like button if you like it too. And smash it if you really do. And that's what they like us to say over here on YouTube. But until then, I hope you have a blessed weekend. Until next time, I will see you again for the Monday week ahead wisdom. We'll see, God willing, that I am here and that we all are here and that we see each other again. But if we don't, if this is the last time you're tuning into my channel, thank you for being here. And I hope that something helped you along your journey. You take care now. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.